We are the future. We are the next generation. We are NXT.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to WWE2K18 GM mode. My name is Kaisah Wrestling, and on the behalf of Aiden Wrestling, welcome to the first edition of NXT. So without further ado, we're going to take you to ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the inaugural edition of NXT here in the Aiden Wrestling channel. We're going to be kicking it off with the NXT General Manager, the Olympic gold medalist himself, Kurt Angle. And what a job Kurt Angle has done already. Two major matchups on the card. We have Tommaso Ciampa versus Tyler Bate. In our main event, Ricochet will be going one-on-one with the king of the cruiserweights, Neville. But the question is, what does Kurt Angle have on mind? We've been paying attention to online, and Kurt Angle has said he has to have a huge announcement for NXT in the future of the black and yellow brand. So only Kurt Angle knows what's to behold for NXT, and we're going to find out right now. What does Kurt Angle have on mind? Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT, and if you don't know me, I am Kurt Angle. I'm an Olympic gold medalist, and I won the Olympics with a broken freaking neck. But tonight isn't about me. Tonight is about all the superstars in the back that are going to put their bodies on the line every single Wednesday night to please everyone in the crowd, because NXT wants to put on the best product in the WWE. So I'm not going to beat around the bush. We're going to have a 16-man tournament over the next several months to crown the new NXT champion, and it will culminate at NXT TakeOver Chicago. And just in case you're curious, the two matches that have been advertised for tonight's NXT will be part of that 16-man tournament. So we'll find out the first two superstars to advance right here on NXT tonight. Over the next 3 months, you'll see NXT's best like Aleister Black, Kaisah, and Ricochet take the stage and show everyone what NXT is all about, just to prove who the worthy NXT champion really is. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Oh, it's true. It's damn true. Well, look who is here to spoil the party. It's none other than the glorious Bobby Roode, and I have no idea why Bobby Roode is even out here. Well, we know that Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle have had numerous issues in the past, and it seems like every single time the Olympic gold medalist tries to make a decision, Bobby Roode has a comment. What is Roode gonna have to say to Kurt Angle's announcement? So you mentioned Aleister Black, Ricochet, and Kaisah is the best in NXT, but you forget about the guy who has carried this brand on his back. You sicken me, because it's always the same story with you. Every single time that I'm going to the top, you find a way to hold me back because you're jealous. Well, none of this even matters, because after NXT TakeOver Chicago, my contract is ending and I have no intention of resigning. You want to know why? It's because you don't know how to run a damn wrestling show, and all these people don't appreciate all the blood, sweat, and tears I've given to this business. So listen to me clearly, Kurt. I'm going to win the NXT Championship Tournament. I'm going to win the belt in Chicago, and I'm going to be out of here. There's nobody in that backstage locker room that can make the NXT Championship prestigious besides me, so it might as well not even be on this damn show. So you can thank me now, because after I leave NXT, the NXT Championship will be worth more than it ever was on any of the bums who held it in the past. That's right, Kurt. I'm going to take the NXT Championship all over the world, and people will be calling me the CM Punk of NXT. Let me make myself very clear, Bobby. You are no CM Punk, because no matter how good you are, you'll never be the best in the world. CM Punk was a man who always backed up what he said in the middle of this ring, and all I hear is a bunch of whining and complaining about you not getting the job done. I'm very aware that your contract expires after TakeOver Chicago, and if you want to win the NXT Championship, then fine, but you're going to have to work for it. So next week, Bobby, I'm going to give you that opportunity, because in a tournament matchup, you're going to be going one-on-one with the knockout artist, Kaisah. So hopefully for you, you still have some glory to your glorious, because if not, you're just going to be another outspoken man with very little action behind the words. Now, since we got that off our chest, best of luck to you, Bobby. Me and the NXT Universe believe that you're gonna need it. Ladies and gentlemen, what a huge announcement by the NXT General Manager Kurt Angle. We will be having a 16-man tournament to decide the inaugural NXT Champion here in the Aiden Wrestling 2K18 GM mode. It could be Aleister Black, could be Ricochet, but it could also be Bobby Roode, and not to mention the 13 other competitors who will put their bodies on the line. We will have the first two matchups of the tournament right here tonight on NXT. I'm very excited to get into the action, so without further ado, let's take a look at the match card. Heavy Machinery, Otis Dozovic and Tucker Knight will be going 2-on-2 with the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, NXT Tag Team Champions. Can Heavy Machinery pick up the upset, or the Undisputed Era prove that they are the top team here on NXT? Nikki Cross, the deranged psycho of Sanity, will be going one-on-one with Bianca Belair. Of course, you know that Sanity, they are having their dues on SmackDown Live, so Nikki Cross going to try to make a claim for the NXT Women's Championship in a matchup against Shayna Baszler possibly in the future, because she get through the EST of NXT. And speaking of debuts, Keith Lee will be going one-on-one with Cesar Bononi. This will be Keith Lee's first appearance in NXT in the 2K18 saga. Can he overcome the tall Brazilian Bononi? We're going to find out later on. This will be one of our first two matchups of the tournament. It's going to be Tommaso Ciampa going one-on-one with Tyler Bate. Can the Psycho Killer get the job done, or will Tyler Bate use some classy in-ring British strong style to get the better of Tommaso Ciampa? And in our main event, it is a huge dream match. The King of the Cruiserweights, Neville, will be going one-on-one with the one and only Ricochet, and only one of these men will advance in the tournament into the second round. Will it be Neville, or will it be Ricochet? We're going to find out right now, so without further ado, let's take a look at some results. The Undisputed Era versus Heavy Machinery. It is going to be Heavy Machinery picking up the upset against the Undisputed Era. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Nikki Cross versus Bianca Belair. It is going to be Bianca Belair leaving with the huge victory tonight, and Keith Lee making his debut on NXT. It is going to be Cesar Bononi upsetting the glory of Keith Lee. And now it is time to get to Tommaso Ciampa versus Tyler Bate. Welcome back to NXT, and I am very excited about the first matchup of our 16-man NXT Championship Tournament. This is going to be Tommaso Ciampa going one-on-one with Tyler Bate. And this is the first time ever matchup here in 2K18 GM mode. Well, Black Card Tommaso Ciampa, he is definitely ready to go, and the NXT Universe is showing the former NXT Tag Team Champion how they feel about him. Before Ciampa took to Twitter and bashed the former UK champion Tyler Bate, saying he has nothing when it comes to the in-ring skill of Tommaso Ciampa. Well, Ciampa was a former tag team champion with Johnny Gargano. We saw how that friendship turned out. Tommaso Ciampa, a very nefarious individual, and he may be deemed to be the next NXT champion. We have so much talent in the 16-man tournament, and still to come in our main event, a dream match you could even say. Ricochet going one-on-one with Neville. Now, Tommaso Ciampa does not want to be outshined, and he is going to take the former United Kingdom champion Tyler Bate to school. If Tyler Bate does not bring Bang, and I forgot the other one, I think it's Bang and Bop. Well, Tyler Bate always comes to the fight prepared, and I don't think it's going to be a different occasion tonight when it comes to Tommaso Ciampa. Tyler Bate wants to grab glory yet again in the form of the NXT Championship, and here comes the British native right now. Well, Tommaso Ciampa, I hope he is ready for a fight, because Tyler Bate is going to bring a war in that squared circle. You've seen what Tyler Bate could do in the past alongside Trent Seven and Mustache Mountain. We also seen the classics with the current UK champion here on NXT, the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Well, Tyler Bate does not want to be a man who lives in the past. He wants to think about the future. The future is now. NXT is the next generation, and being the NXT champion is an honor for the 20-year-old superstar. Well, Tyler Bate said that he is not fazed by Tommaso Ciampa's comments. He is going to show him why he's a former UK champion and why he could be deemed to be the next NXT champion right in the middle of the ring. This is a huge matchup. I cannot think of a better way to kick off this tournament. If you're joining us right now, my name is Kaisah Wrestling. This is the Aiden Wrestling channel, and this is NXT. Our first matchup of the NXT Championship Tournament is going to be Blackheart Tommaso Ciampa versus Tyler Bate. Ciampa and Bate will start this match out with some nice mat ground style wrestling. That definitely favors the former UK champion Tyler Bate. I'm pretty sure Tommaso Ciampa doesn't want to get a mat wrestling matchup with the former champion. Now Ciampa going to run right back in the ring, grabs a hold of Tyler Bate, lifts him up and takes him down. Arm trap back suplex. That is not going to work well on the arm of Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate needs to utilize that strength for his finisher maneuver, the Tyler Driver 97. And this is where Tommaso Ciampa's instincts may get the greater of Tyler Bate. Tommaso Ciampa always likes to target a body part and exploit in his matchups. Over at belly to belly by Tyler Bate. They send the Psycho Killer to the other side of the ring. It's going to be a very interesting tournament to see who will propel and who will succeed. But we know that Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, Ricochet, just to name a few men, will be part of this tournament. Will Tyler Bate be able to hang with those guys? Elbow right to the face, and now Tommaso Ciampa takes down Tyler Bate with another back suplex. This time a little bit more elevated, if you ask me. Tommaso Ciampa doing a really good job getting in the head of Tyler Bate. And this is exactly what you have to do if you are Tommaso Ciampa. A lot of people don't take Ciampa seriously as a singles competitor here on the black and yellow brand. He's going to show us why they should. Now Tyler Bate grabs hold of Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa now responds. Elbow right to the side of the head. And now look at this, a torture rack on a Tyler Bate. And look at that. Almost a burning hammer-like maneuver to the inverted Michinoku driver. Tommaso Ciampa, I don't know what he has in mind right now. Tyler Bate able to recover quite fast. And now grabs Ciampa, takes him down with the scoop slam. I got to give Tyler Bate a lot of credit. That was a nasty maneuver that he had to endure a couple of moments ago. And that is why Tommaso Ciampa cannot take his foot off the gas pedal. Just like that, Tyler Bate could take advantage as he is right now. And now, oh, what a face buster right onto the knee. And now Ciampa going to take Tyler Bate over the top rope. What's he have in mind right now? A hard left hand. Here comes Tommaso Ciampa. And a back suplex onto the ring apron. The hardest part of the ring. Tyler Bate could have a herniated disc after that one. And Tyler Bate has been in numerous physical matchups. But Tommaso Ciampa, he is really bringing the heat tonight on NXT. It's a great opportunity for both of these men. They both want to propel to the second round and show that they have the confidence to hoist that NXT championship. And now Tommaso Ciampa going to take down Tyler Bate, the inverted DDT. Tommaso Ciampa will try to get back in the ring. And now look at this, Tommaso Ciampa, huge maneuver. What a clothesline. Tyler Bate taking a nasty spill on the outside. Ciampa needs to try to bring the matchup back to the squared circle, which he does. Tommaso Ciampa does have the upper hand. Now what does Ciampa have in mind? Look at this, Tommaso Ciampa with the senton atomico right across the gut of Tyler Bate. And now going to add some more insult to injury with those hard right hands to the face. Latter portion of this matchup has belonged to Tommaso Ciampa, if you ask me. But now Tyler Bate going to try to fight back with everything he has got. Takes down Ciampa with a desperate back suplex. If I was Tyler Bate, I would go for that Tyler Driver 97 right now. But wait a minute. About to do one better. Going to go for that airplane spin and try to leave Ciampa dizzy. In the center of the ring, look at Tyler Bate go. Drops Ciampa right on the ground. Hooks the leg. Is this enough to advance in the NXT Championship Tournament? No. Almost had Ciampa, but the Psycho Killer was able to kick out at 2. And now Tyler Bate thinking about ending it off with Tommaso Ciampa. One Tyler Driver 97 could do the trick. Grabs Ciampa. Tyler Driver 97. This match is as good as over. No, kick out at 2 by Ciampa. So if Tyler Bate wants to get the job done, going to have to work a little bit harder. Tommaso Ciampa has been dominating this matchup, if you ask me. And now, oh, nice corkscrew uppercut there by Bate off the second rope. And Tyler Bate is now feeling it. All he needed was the support of the NXT Universe. Picks up Tommaso Ciampa. Now Ciampa now going to grab Tyler Bate, takes him down, inverted DDT. Yet again, Tyler Bate in desperate need to go for a major maneuver. Tommaso Ciampa went for the knife edge chop, gets picked up by Bate. Look at this, and Ciampa, another counter, grabs Tyler Bate and going to take him down. Oh, what a face buster. Tyler Bate could be out permanently. Tommaso Ciampa not holding back. And here comes Tommaso. Look at this Gargano escape like maneuver on Tyler Bate. May have to tap out. And look at this. No, Tyler Bate with a knee right to the face of Ciampa. Ciampa with the open palm strike to respond. And Tyler Bate not going to take that lying down. What a physical matchup between these two NXT superstars who will advance to round 2. Ciampa going for that torture rack yet again. Tyler Bate landed on his feet. And now look at this. Tommaso Ciampa with a huge discus lariat. That could be it for Tyler Bate. Tyler Bate needs to try to capitalize on something big. And Ciampa was going in the corner for that DIY kick. And down goes Bate again. Facebuster by Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa looking for a big move. You have to believe Tyler Bate continues to get back to his feet. Now Ciampa has Tyler Bate on the apron. Bate, a desperate forearm right to the face of Tommaso. And here comes Tyler Bate one more time. What does he have in mind for Ciampa? Takes him down with the brain buster. This could be it if he could go for the cover. Tyler Bate, someone to get back up to his feet. He's taking a lot of punishment in this matchup. Picks up Ciampa one more time. Gonna go for that airplane spin. This could do it for the victory. Tyler Bate has Tommaso Ciampa right where he wants him. And I'm gonna drag Ciampa to the center of the ring. Here comes Tyler Bate for the cover. Is this enough? 1, 2, and 3. Tyler Bate has put away Tommaso Ciampa. All I could say is what a match. Well, Tommaso Ciampa really brought his A-game tonight on NXT, but it was not enough to get the better of the former United Kingdom champion. Tyler Bate will be advancing to round 2. Wow, I cannot believe Tommaso Ciampa this fast is out of the NXT Championship tournament. He kicked out of that Tyler Driver 97. Everybody thought that Tommaso Ciampa was going to get it here with that crossface-like maneuver. But Tyler Bate was able to come back with that air raid spin, dropping Tommaso Ciampa. And that was all she wrote. Tyler Bate will be going around to. Are we looking at the new NXT champion? Well, coming up next is our main event. Ricochet will be going one-on-one with the former Cruiserweight champion Neville. That is next. Do not go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NXT. What a night it has been so far. What a match between Tyler Bate and Tommaso Ciampa. But unfortunately for Blackheart, he was unable to get the job done. And the former United Kingdom champion Tyler Bate will be advancing to round 2 of the NXT Championship Tournament. And speaking of round 2, who will advance in this dream match between Neville and Ricochet? Both kings in their own right. But I have to say, this is the one and only night for Neville here in NXT, because he does have some business to attend to on the Blue Brand SmackDown Live, which you could see called by Aiden Pacini Wrestling. Well, Neville tonight is hoping to advance in the tournament. It's a one and only night unless Ricochet loses this matchup. Neville needs to get the job done if he wants to hang on the black and yellow brand a little bit more. Well, Neville saw the kind of competition he has to wait for in Tyler Bate and Tommaso Ciampa. Neville knows it is not going to be an easy road to the NXT Championship. He was the NXT Champion before in the real-life WWE, but those glory days may just be over. There are so many superstars on the black and yellow brand who are claiming that brass ring. Well, Neville said right before this matchup with Ricochet, he is going to prove that he is the one and only king in this matchup. Is Neville telling the truth? Well, we're going to find out in less than 3 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, as here comes the one and only. It is Ricochet, and everybody is going crazy. One of the newest signees to the NXT roster, who has made his way all around the world in the likes of Lucha Underground, just to name one of them. And Ricochet may be here to become the new NXT champion. Ricochet has gone by many names in the indies, but right now he is the king, and he wants to prove to Neville that he is the only man who will be sitting on the throne after tonight. Well, not just that, Ricochet wants to lead the NXT brand as its champion, because Ricochet is one of the faces of the new era, and it'll only be right if he holds the gold. Ricochet is in for a war tonight because every time Neville has stepped in the ring, he has given it his 110%. But we have to say the same about Ricochet. Both men in their prime. They are very, very competitive. This is going to be a good one. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us right now, I am Kaisah Wrestling. This is our main event. Who is advancing to round 2 of the NXT Championship Tournament? Is it going to be Neville or is it going to be Ricochet? Neville takes down Ricochet immediately with the snap suplex, and Neville trying to establish his dominance early on. Cannot blame Neville at all. This is a first-time matchup for Neville here in NXT. Will he be able to overcome the one and only? A lot of men before him have not been able to get that task done, so Neville will have to step up the Neville level tonight, and what a headlock driver there by Ricochet. Both men will be bringing out the big guns early to show who the better man truly is, as Ricochet takes down Neville with the inverted DDT. Ricochet doing a really good job trying to keep Neville grounded. Both men favor that high-flying offensive style. We're going to see who will overcome the other. Ricochet now grabs hold of Neville. Look at this. Neville landed on his feet just like a cat and going to take down Ricochet with the Michinoku driver. Nice maneuver there by the former Cruiserweight champion. Exactly what you have to do if you're Neville. He does not really know the in-ring style of Ricochet too well. He may not have faced him too many times in the Indies. Correct me if I am wrong. But right now in NXT, this is a first-time matchup. He's really going to have to try to bring out some maneuvers to see if they work. Well, we saw Neville take down the top turnbuckle padding. Ricochet going to have to be aware of that. And now look at this. Ricochet going to the apron. A hard right hand sends the one and only to the outside. And now the king of the Cruiserweights gonna lay the boots to Ricochet. Ricochet's been doing a really good job staying on offense so far. There goes that running jump shot. Takes down Neville. And Neville right now just trying to keep Ricochet down for a little while. But that's a lot easier said than done, as we are seeing DDT onto Ricochet on the outside. That could be a match changer. Who is going around to Meteora by Ricochet. We're going to take a quick break.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't get a chance to catch the biggest party of the summer, I highly suggest you check it out. We saw epic matchups from beginning to end, like Shinsuke Nakamura versus AJ Styles for the United States Championship, and a faction war coming to life when the Shield collided with Evolution. Don't miss your chance to catch SummerSlam only on the Aiden Wrestling channel via Kaisah Wrestling and YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NXT. This is our main event of the evening. It is a dream match between Neville and Ricochet to decide who will be advancing to round 2 of the NXT Championship Tournament. Neville takes down Ricochet with that snap suplex, and there goes the DDT into the ring as Neville catching his breath right now. Before the commercial break, Ricochet was really dominating. Oh, look at that. What a cutter by Ricochet, catching the former Cruiserweight champion out of nowhere. Both men so fast in the middle of that ring. Ricochet able to counter with a knee to the face. Picks up Neville. Neville going to take down Ricochet with the inverted DDT. Almost hard to call. Both Ricochet and Neville picking up the speed like we're watching a match at 2.5 times speed. Now look at this. Oh, stomp right to the arm of Neville by Ricochet, trying to work down the king of the Cruiserweights. And look at this. Oh, knee right to the wrist and forearm. Neville could be in pain. Talk about in-ring isolation. Ricochet doing his homework, trying to keep Neville down for a long period of time. Going to take down Neville one more time with the inverted DDT. I have to say, so far, Ricochet has been the better man in this matchup, and now going to apply a Dragon Sleeper to try to hold down Neville for a longer period of time. Very impressed so far with Ricochet. He's really bringing the heat tonight, and now grabbing hold of Neville. What's he have in mind now? Look at this. Grabbing Neville, wrapping him up in a package. What on earth is Ricochet doing? What a submission maneuver on the king of the Cruiserweights, but Neville fights out of it. I have no idea what that just was, but all I know is that Neville was in a world of pain. And now look at Ricochet, 450 off the springboard, right across the gut. But somehow, some way, Neville able to take down Ricochet by the leg. And Neville has endured a lot of punishment in the last couple of minutes of this matchup. Takes down Ricochet with a hefty snap DDT. And now Neville going to the springboard, going to try to one-up the one and only. He wants Ricochet back up to a vertical base. Here comes Neville, drop kick right to the pectorals, right in the middle of the chest. That is definitely going to hurt. If you want to breathe, that's going to make things a little bit more difficult if you're Ricochet. Neville wants to go for that super kick, and oh, Ricochet responds with a super kick of his own, and look at that! Axe kick to the back of the neck, and Neville was out for the time being, and now Ricochet grabs hold of Neville, and there goes that inverted DDT-like maneuver. Well, Neville looking at the lights. Ricochet may have the victory now. 1, 2, no. Neville kicking out at 1, and Ricochet cannot believe it. Ricochet looks a little bit baffled. I don't know why. He is in the ring with a former Cruiserweight champion. Now he wants Neville back up to his feet, picks him up. What does Ricochet have in mind? Oh my God, what a roundhouse kick to the back of the neck. This has got to be it. Ricochet hooks the leg for the victory, and Neville finds a way somehow to kick out at 2. Ricochet thought he had this match won. He was about to cue the fat lady, but instead Neville showing some fight in his soul. That's why you have to admire Neville. Now Ricochet is on the second row. What's he thinking about going for now? Ricochet may need to go for that 630 senton. Went for the moonsault. Neville was able to move out of harm's way. Neville trying to go for a hard right hand. Now tosses Ricochet in the corner. What does Neville have in mind now? There goes a kick right to the gut. Here comes Neville. Sunset flip. Takes down Ricochet. Shoulders are down. Is this enough for the victory? No, kick out at 1. Nearly enough damage has been applied to the one and only to get the job done. Neville needs to go for something big. Neville tossing Ricochet in the corner one more time. And Ricochet may be in a world of trouble. We have seen this in the past. Here comes Neville, ladies and gentlemen. Neville with a hard right hand to the face of the one and only Ricochet. Picks him up for a major superplex tonight on NXT and delivers it. What a maneuver by Neville. This has got to be enough for the victory. Hooks the leg to advance to round 2. 1, 2, and no. Ricochet finds a way to kick out. Oh my God. Well, Neville now has to think of a plan B, and who knows what that could be. Ricochet now responds with a knee right to the face of Neville. This has turned into a very heated contest. Excuse me, I had to take a sip of water. This has been an amazing matchup. Cover by Ricochet for the victory. Kick out at 1 by Neville. Well, Neville has delivered a major maneuver. Ricochet as well, and now Ricochet gonna take down Neville. Another lifted inverted DDT. See Neville grabbing the back of his neck. Could be some real bad news for the former Cruiserweight champion. Another 450 splash by Ricochet. Ricochet needs to go for the cover if you ask me. Neville is in a world of trouble, and instead Ricochet gonna grab the arm and delivers another knee right to the bicep. Well, Ricochet knows that he has been in trouble for the last several moments. He needs to go for something big. Northern Light suplex has been applied, and now no. There's no way. Look at the strength of Ricochet. Takes down Neville, deadlifting him up into a suplex. That was amazing. And now Ricochet going to go to the top rope. I think he's going for it. Here comes Ricochet now. And a beautiful shooting star press from the top rope. That has got to be it for Neville. Hooks the leg for the victory. And no, Neville finds a way to kick out. How is Neville doing it, ladies and gentlemen? I have no idea what is going in the mind of Neville. Now rakes the eyes of Ricochet, try to cause some separation. And now Ricochet takes down Neville with the DDT. Gonna go to the top rope one more time. Is this finito for the king of the cruiserweights? And a 630 senton. It will be doing it. Cover by Ricochet. And no, Neville kicks out again. The crowd is going wild. What is going on? What is Ricochet gonna have to do? Went for the Phoenix Splash, but Neville has moved out of the way. Covered by the king of the cruiserweights. Is this enough for the victory? No, Ricochet has kicked out. Wow, a moment of silence for both of these NXT superstars, really leaving it all on the line. There goes the headlock driver by Ricochet, gonna cut open Neville. Well, you see Neville, he is busted open. This is bad. Ricochet gonna pick up Neville. Is he gonna go for the final blow? Neville's able to block. Neville went to go for a major discus forearm. It's Instead, Ricochet toss him in the corner. Now look at this. Oh, there goes a big time elbow. Ricochet, look at this. Oh, tiger fake kick by Ricochet. Neville is down, and here comes Ricochet. Needs to go for the cover. Is this enough? 1, 2, and no, Neville's kicked out again. We're going to take another break. What a match this has been.
The NXT Championship Tournament already had a heated start, but next week the heat will pick up as Bobby Roode will be going one-on-one with the knockout artist Kaisah Sono to decide who will be escalating to the second round. But that is not all. In our main event, the Undisputed Era representative Roderick Strong will be colliding with the Dutch Destroyer Aleister Black. 2 main event worthy matchups coming your way next week on NXT, only on the Aiden Wrestling channel via Kaisah Wrestling and YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to NXT. We are now entering sudden death mode. Ricochet versus Neville, match of the night by far. The 630 senton has been delivered, but Neville is still fighting somehow, some way. Takes down Ricochet, inverted DDT. And you see Neville, he is exhausted, he is bloodied. He is trying to think of a way to hold down the one and only for the 3. Ricochet now being tossed in the corner by Neville. Wants to go for another one of those superplexes. You have to believe it's Ricochet now is the man to take down Neville with that snap DDT. Now Ricochet going to the top rope. Oh my God. Seen this so many times. Ricochet with another shooting star press onto Neville. This has got to be it, but instead of going for the cover, he wants to deliver more damage. Got to give Ricochet a lot of credit. Now, oh, what a maneuver. An X-Plex-like maneuver onto Neville. Should have went for the cover, but again, Ricochet going against his gut and now going to go to the top rope. If he nails this 630, it's going to be all over. Ricochet, 630 senton on Neville for the second time. Thank you for coming. Ricochet is advancing to round 2. What a match, what a battle. Neville and Ricochet beat the hell out of one another. It went into sudden death mode and Ricochet was able to come out with the major victory. But both men in my mind are winners, leaving it all on the line and enabling what NXT is all about. Wow, Neville and Ricochet, we are never going to forget this one. A perfect matchup to look back on the inaugural episode of NXT. And thank you so much, Aiden Wrestling, for allowing me to call the action. This was an in-ring classic. Ricochet really took the better of this matchup in the end. 2 630 sentons later, and he will be joining Tyler Bate in round 2. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed NXT, leave a like in the description, comment in the comment box, and join Aiden Wrestling. I've been Kaisah Wrestling. Thank you so much, and good night from NXT.